Hi friends, so this is the third episode, and for today episode we have Edwin with us. So he is also part of LOS Christ. Hi Edwin, welcome.
Hello,
So
Praveen. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hope you are also doing good. So
Yeah.
Edwin, as I already told, this session is for both the purpose. It's to cherish the Christ memories also. At the same time, we try to give some knowledge for future MBA people who want to do at Christ or any college how they should approach MBA. So we'll be covering both the aspects. So
Sure.
there are a few questions with me. So I'll be asking it in
Yeah.
any random order. Okay. It can be a
Oh,
mix of some fun question or some serious advice
sure.
also. So
Sure, Praveen. Go on.
so first itself is something like this can't happen in real time. But if you assume I have a superpower which I'm going to give to you, that is you can freeze a moment in your life and you can see it in a loop or enjoy it in a loop.
Mm-hmm.
Which moment you want to freeze in your life. It can be inside Christ
Oh,
or outside Christ, anywhere it can
that's quite interesting to hear. So I feel like the moment which I feel to freeze is like the time which we went to OBT.
be.
So
Okay,
like OBT is nothing but the outbound training. So it is a
true, true.
training period which our college Christ actually takes every MBA students in their final semester. It was like quite interesting, like where you enjoy a lot. Like you'll be having camping, you'll be able to stay a day at the
True,
camp,
true.
and it's like you'll have like your best memories in your like 2 years. Like you will never be able to forget with because like everyone will be there. Like there's no point. Like even if you arrange a private tour or something, like you will be able to miss a lot of people
True,
and
true,
but
true.
for OBT, it's like you'll have your entire batch over there, and it's quite interesting, which I would never like to miss. So I
Good.
feel like that is one of the best memories during my 2 years of MBA.
Okay. So you have already shared your favorite memory with in
Yeah,
Christ. So what is your
yeah.
favorite spot at Christ? Like there are so many places,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, of course. Like if you come see the central campus, it's quite huge, and
True,
there
true.
are still many places which I haven't explored. Also, like it's like that much vast to explore, and still like the best place to see is like Nandini
Hmm,
coffee shop. Like it's always lot of crowd over there. Like you will have all kinds of friends. Like whoever, whenever you go to Nandini, you will find your friends over there. There's no
true,
point
true,
like you
true.
can miss. Like whenever you go, you will have a chat during the break hours, and like it will be like relaxation of mind. And there are other places also like where you want to spend your time alone, like the birds
Hmm,
park, like where
true, true.
it gives us a mind a lot of relaxation. So still there are many places which I haven't explored, and I would love to. In the remaining, like I have like one more month to complete my MBA. Before that, I wish like I would complete, like visit the entire campus before I leave the
True,
college.
true. And one more thing is when you told Nandini, I got shocked for the first time. I was like, okay, then you
Uh,
completed saying Nandini coffee shop. It's like, what?
uh, I was
I
talking
think
about the coffee shop.
I think everyone would have also
Uh-huh.
got that thought. Okay, fine. So
It was a bit
the
funny.
next question is something, for
Sure,
example, in
sure.
few weeks or months time, we'll have an MBA degree
Mm-hmm.
in our profile. So something which we
Mm-hmm.
worked for last 2 years, which we are going to get. So what do you
Mm-hmm.
like to say about this journey? This is not just this 2 years. It would have started well before that. You would have planned for it. You would have prepared for competitive exams. So if you want to say
Mm-hmm.
how this journey was, you can use this
Sure.
platform to share it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Praveen. So my journey into MBA. So after completing my BE, like I have completed my mechanical engineering, and initially I didn't have the thought of just joining into MBA. So
Hmm.
after I completed my BE, like I preferred like going to work. So I worked in a manufacturing firm. So it was a prototype based manufacturing. So
Okay.
I worked there for around 3 years. So at that time, like I thought of like moving to the next company. Like of obviously, like I've learned a lot. Like whenever you want to like after learning everything like from your old company, like you prefer going to the to have a better
True, true.
experience. Like you'll definitely want to grow. And so I thought of like moving to the next company, and that time was like the COVID happened, especially like in 2020. So at that time, like I was not able to like I tried
Switch.
getting I tried to like go for big companies like Mahindra, Ashok Leyland, but that was because of this COVID. I was not like there were no vacancies over there. Like everyone were trying to like reduce their operations, like, and they
True,
were
true.
not ready to take new employees at the time. So I thought like why don't I like do my MBA and like increase my knowledge like into professional like managerial position, so like I can opt for a better company after gaining much of managerial skills
True,
right after
true.
learning my MBA. So that time I thought like I could go for like CAT. You need some preparation to time. Like
Mm-hmm.
some people find it easy, but for me it was not a piece of cake for me.
It takes
So
time.
I thought of like there was another alternative like where you can give your MAT exams also like for MBA
Mm-hmm.
exams. So that was when I tried to like MAT exams. It's far more like easy when compared to CAT, where it's
Yes.
not that difficult. Like 1 month of preparation is like more than enough to score a good
Mm-hmm.
percentile in math. So I gave my math and I applied for like 2 to 3 universities like Zyme in Bangalore and Christ in Bangalore and B18 in Vellore. So I thought like Christ was like when compared to the other colleges, like for me Christ was more suitable based on the price and all. So that's how like my journey started. Like I entered into Christ, and the first trimester was a bit like complicated for me because it was
Mm.
online for me, so it
True,
was a
true, true.
complete different experience for me. And I had to like some people find it difficult like after joining corporate and after there's a gap, like after completing a BE there was a gap, and again you have to come back to studies. Like some people, like
Mm-hmm.
especially me, I found it like a bit difficult during my
Okay.
first trimester. So and in my college also it was like semester kind of mode, and here it's
Mm.
in this college Christ University they follow trimester mode.
True, true.
So it was a bit complicated. Like in 1 year you have to take like 3 trimesters, and
Mm-hmm.
there was no time at all. Like 3 months, 3 months of time you will be having one trimester.
True,
So
true.
the initial thing, the online thing, and the trimester mode, these two clashed, and it was a bit complicated for me. And but later, after when I got into like after first time, like we were called back to the college, so it was offline. So that brought me much comfort rather than online. Like I preferred it
Mm-hmm.
offline, like where you have the real kind of experience where you can
True,
interact
true.
more freely with your staff, like and your friends and all. Like you can clarify your doubts and all that. Like I preferred offline rather than online. And from second trimester, I got used to it with the trimester mode, like with the kind of assignments which I gave, and
Mm-hmm.
everything was like it was okay. Like everyone finds it difficult, like the initial sem. It's different kind of experience, but once you get set into it, like it gets used to it, so it becomes easy. Like once you enter your third trimester, it goes very smooth, and you don't have to worry much regarding your trimesters assignments. It goes
True,
side
true.
by side, like everything you can balance it equally.
We get to adapted
So
to it,
that's how
actually.
like yeah,
We get
exactly.
adapted.
So ex true. And the like that I now I feel like I've joined like 1 month before, and here I am like before that I have to complete my MBA, and like they are to kick out of the college
True, true.
after in 1 month time. So it all went so soon, and I really miss those days. Like I really loved it. These 2 years of experience in MBA, where I learned like many uh, each and every day. Like people say, like you have to be try to adaptable with the kind of learnings which each and every day you have to gain from what they teach. And it was really helpful. Like this 2 years of MBA was really helpful for me, where I was able to like learn more rather than my industrial knowledge which I had for like
Mm.
3 years, after which I gained from my work. Like the kind of teaching which you have in college is a bit different, where you won't be able to gain that in your industrial experience. So
True, true.
both my work experience and my 2 years of MBA had helped me a lot still now. So
Okay.
I think like I'll be able to use those knowledge in my future.
Obvious.
So
Uh,
that was how my journey went.
so an additional question to this is, as you told, after a gap, because you are working for last three
Uh-huh.
years, and when you came for an MBA, it
Yeah.
was a bit difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people who have a
Mm-hmm.
gap because of this will face this. So if you want to give a tip or an
Mm-hmm.
advice, how to overcome it, what you tried, you can give us a suggestion for someone who's struggling.
Sure. So as I said, like during the first sem, like for me, the tough subject which I felt was like the finance subject. Financial subjects was I'm a bit weak in finance,
Okay.
so that was a bit difficult to follow up. Whether if they teach in class also, like I found it difficult to follow what they teach because of
Mm,
the kind of terminologies which they used, where
true,
it was
true.
completely new to me. So you don't have to worry about much into like whatever, whether it's new also, it's just going to be a basic thing. So whenever before joining MBA, like what my advice I feel is like try to have a basic knowledge of what they are trying to teach in the first sem. For example, like you could have contact with your seniors. Like suppose if you try to get connection with through LinkedIn or your friends
Mm-mm.
or anyone, like it would be better if you could have a basic understanding of like what are all the subjects you're going to have. So a basic you could have like there are a lot of stuff like in YouTube which will be easily available. So whenever you get time, like it's better if you can have a basic knowledge, so that will make it easier like when you
Okay.
get to the classes also. And whatever they try to teach, like whenever you have a doubt, like don't be shy. Okay, so you don't have to worry like what others may feel when you ask out. Like it will be simple,
True, true.
but it's you don't have to worry anything about it. Just go for it. Whether you have a doubt or anything, like, just ask at that time itself. So it will be much clear. And just during the exam time, like even I never used to read a lot and all, especially when we
Okay.
used to prepare only during the exam times. Like not much before that, because we'll be busy with other assignments and all. Like during the normal period, only
True,
during
true,
one
true.
week before the exams we'll be like starting into the exam mode and all. So yeah, just try to be attentive during the classes also, because that also plays a major role. So
True, true.
you don't have to like, even if you concentrate most of the time in the classes, like there's no need for extra time to you need to spend during your weekends or anything like that.
True,
Once
true.
like after the second sem and all, like I used to concentrate in the classes. Like I accept that. Like I never try to get distracted whenever like friends speak and all those things. I used to concentrate, and during the exam times I learn. That's it. Like other than that,
Nice.
I don't feel that there's much time you need to spend on. In plus two exams and all, if you see like they used to ask the same questions. So whatever you read, it's going to be the same exact question which you get in the exams. So it will be different during the PG, especially. It will be most related to application based only. So once if you understand the concepts well, there's no need to like you need to prepare separately and all. So if you
True,
understand
true.
the concept well, like whatever kind of question they ask, it will be easy for you to like give your thoughts about it. And it's going to be most probably it's going to be like application based questions only when it comes to PG. So
Yes.
concepts play a vital role in this, and you can crack the exams easier, which I feel, which
True,
helped
true.
me a lot.
So one more question regarding this application based is, there are people who doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have experience in manufacturing firms. For example, I don't have
Mm-hmm.
experience in manufacturing firms, but whereas as an operations student, we get to learn more about it. So for us, trying to apply a concept to visualize it, it's very difficult actually. So for people like us who doesn't have an
Mm-hmm.
experience, so what will be the ways to kind of learn how a factory works? Maybe some YouTube videos will work. I'm not really sure. What will be the right way to learn how a
Mm-hmm.
factory will be so that we can apply the concepts?
Mm-hmm. Sure, sure, Praveen. So that was like a different kind of question. It was really interesting. And for me, like as I already said, like I have a work experience in manufacturing field. So and I have taken operations as my specialization.
Hmm.
So during the classes also, like it feels a bit easy, like when it compares to like theory kind of in-depth
True,
kind of
true.
subjects, like we have quality. QMS as one of our subjects, and LOM, and
Mm.
several other subjects are related to like manufacturing related topics only,
True,
like
true.
which we had already experienced during our like BTech, and the industry knowledge which we already have.
Yes.
So I feel like the people who doesn't have experience, like work experience especially, it's better like you could ask help from people who have industry knowledge, like your
Okay.
classmates might definitely have experience, and they are definitely they are very well indeed ready to help you, so
Correct.
there's no need to worry about. And the concepts also, like as you have already said, like you have many YouTube videos also, like which really helped me a lot. So
True, true.
especially even for me also, like I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos, okay, related to like whenever I find a topic which is difficult and which was new to me, like always like go through YouTube videos. So
Okay.
that would have helped me a lot, like that helped me a lot during my, especially during my college, like when I was doing my UG. So I faced some difficulties, like understanding the concepts and all, like if you're not able to, like if you feel like you don't understand, like you don't feel comfortable with your friends or anything, like YouTube, there's another option, YouTube always with
Yes.
you, which is free.
But
So other than that, you can go and visit your professors also, like because even
mm,
they are
mm,
ready
mm.
to help you. So
True, true.
it's not that like if you don't understand a concept, like you don't have to worry about like you're feeling shy to ask. Like you can either ask in class, or like you can go private to their staff rooms also, like where they're
True, true.
ready to help. And even like even I was ready, like even though I have some experience, like some of the concepts were new to me also, like it's not like if you have experience you can understand like everything and all. Like
Correct,
there are
correct.
new concepts also which I haven't learned earlier also. So I had my friends to help. So those people who have already had experience in that, and those who can able to understand, like friends help me a lot. And I even go to staff rooms also, like professors also help
Yes.
me a lot in this. So yeah, I think these are the options like
True,
which you can
true.
really
Because peer learning
go on.
is the best learning we can have because everyone won't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
everything
sure.
actually. That's
Mm-hmm.
a
That's
really
what, like
valid advice,
no man doesn't know everything.
obviously. If you can use this
Sure.
platform to thank someone or to say sorry to someone, okay, maybe a person who has
Mm-hmm.
helped you, anyone it can be, out of Christ also, it's fine. You can use this platform to
Uh,
thank.
sure, definitely, Praveen. So the first thing which I would like to thank is God, because I'm a religious person. Because
Okay,
without Him, I won't be able to like be in this position right now. And the next thing is about my parents, like because they were really supported me a lot. Because even I felt I had a secondary thought, like after getting into work, how can I like at that point of time I didn't have much of savings where I could
okay,
afford for MBA college and all. So at that time, like I was worried, like how can I go and say like right now I want to do my MBA? How
mm,
can I? I was a bit worried about that, but they were really supportive to me because they helped me a lot. They used to encourage, like advise me
okay,
a lot, and help me. And they were really supportive also. Like whenever it comes to studies, they never mind about how much they are spending on the studies and all. If you want to learn, like go for it. You don't have to worry
okay,
about the money and all, because that really like encouraged me a lot to do MBA. And
okay,
without them, I won't be able to like be studying right now. And the next thing which I would like to thank is my friends. They were really helpful to me because initially I was like my character is like I think like most of the people say like I'm an introvert because I used to sit separate separately and all those things.
fake
But
news,
like
fake news.
no, like before joining MBA, like most of the people used to say that.
Okay.
But later, like after joining MBA, it was a wide experience because this is my first time like moving out of Chennai. So
Mm-mm.
that really initially I found it difficult because during the online also I was not able to properly interact with my friends also, because I really worried because it was completely through online. We used to have only during the class, and that's it. Like we used to sign out once the class gets over and done.
True, true,
We will be
true.
doing our assignments and all those things and all. But once we came to like offline during our second sem, like I was really happy. Like I preferred offline rather than, because the previous batch, like most of the sims were went through online, and I really regret that. Like I'm
True,
really
true.
thankful I was not in that batch. And my friends really helped me like during the studies also, like whenever doubts came in, we used to sit together, and peer learning really helped me a lot.
True, true,
Because
true.
without friends, I don't think I would have been able to come to this position also, because I would like to thank for that. And
Yeah.
so yeah, so these are the kind of people which I never forget.
So my last question is, for
Sure.
example, as you told, a person liked a job description and is happy about the
Mm-hmm.
company. So how do you
Mm-hmm.
like him to approach the placement preparation? You can even put yourself in that position and see you have liked a company and a job description. So how do you prepare?
Mm-hmm.
You can say your experience so that it will be helpful for someone in later stage.
Sure, sure. Sure, Praveen. So the placements will be coming especially during the fifth trimester. They would start coming right from the fifth trimester. In our college, from I guess from October they will be starting to come during a second year. So once before they arrive, you should make sure you should have a mind thought. You can ask your seniors also what kind of companies are usually used to come during the placements also. Suppose and the other thing is if you want to sit for manufacturing, make sure you should have a secondary option also. There are chances where the manufacturing companies might not come also. You can't
Okay,
completely believe into that. You should wait only. Suppose if a company MRF or Hyundai, you make a thought I have to get into Hyundai only, because there are many possibilities that the company might not come also. You can't just
true, true.
completely put your hope only in Hyundai, and you say I want to get an. And there's another option also. There's where the company comes and you might not get. And so it's not only about the company. So job description plays a vital role in it. So you have to make sure what kind of position you're applying. I used to have this concepts written in a notebooks. So
Okay.
whatever they try to teach, right from the first sem, because the concepts are much preferable rather than formulas and all. They won't ask you in interviews and all. No one is going to ask you a sum or anything like that,
True,
a
true.
huge thing or so they used to give a particular situation, there will be situation based questions where you have to apply the concepts and all those. So concepts play a vital role. So whenever you are preparing for placements, you have to make sure you understand the basic concepts, which is more than enough. If you understand the basic concepts and have a regular reading about the concepts, you will be able to easily crack it. And the first thing you will be having when it comes to the interview, I would give a short brief about how I had my interview. That'll
Okay.
be around for me, I had around 4 rounds. The initial
Mm-mm.
thing was about the aptitude, cons. Quants is it's not that difficult. Whatever you prepared for math, it's more than enough. What you have to understand the basic understanding with the max verbal reasoning and aptitude. That's more than enough. So whatever concepts you prepared for math is more than enough, which can be achieved especially during the 1 month before the placements. You start working on that. So quants is the first round which you need to clear, and after quants you have this group discussion. How can I forget? So actually, I'm a bit weak in current affairs, especially, and my friend really helped me a lot in current affairs. So he used to have this Instagram, he used to read stories through Instagram. So rather
Okay.
than I'm a person who's very lazy to read, so
Okay.
especially newspapers and all, when it comes to current affairs, helps a lot. So what I did was I used to follow a lot of news apps India Today. There are many apps India Today, News 24/7 and all those. So you just have to follow the post, and in whenever you try to open Instagram, because obviously there's no one who never uses Instagram. So
Yes.
whenever I try to use my Instagram, you automatically find the stories in that. So obviously you will be able to read. It will be only 2 lines or 3 lines. It will be only
Mm-mm-mm.
the general, what the major heading you need to understand, so you'll be able to
Okay.
find it easily. And you can, whenever you try to open the Instagram, you will find a lot of stories related to current affairs and all those. So
Okay.
that came as a habit. Once after started following, that came as a habit, and that really helped me during my GD rounds and all. Because and I
Okay.
was able to I attended around 4 to 5 companies, because after
Mm-mm.
4 to 5 companies only I got placed. And each and every company, I cleared my GD. Like I was able to clear my
Okay.
GD round. So after that only, like I came out in the personal interview round. So that helped me a lot for current affairs, GD. And the next thing is about yeah, obviously the interview, personal interview round. Like there in some companies, like they'll be having two rounds of personal interviews. One will be technical and one will be like general. So for the technical, I would like to say like you have to prepare a lot. Like to be
Okay.
frank, like there will be like based on the companies, like it will vary. Like some companies might go with technical round for around 1 hour also. Like
Yeah.
for me, my company, I had a technical interview for around 50 minutes almost, 50. So
Okay.
so during my technical round also, like there were a lot of for me, like it won't be completely technical. There will be like scenario based questions also, like where they'll try to give you a particular situation, and how would you solve, like what kind of perspective you will have your mind thoughts about that. They will check out all over their perspectives and all. So the other thing is about you need to have a general understanding of the concepts, like in each and every subject, whatever they try to teach you, like make sure you have a notes for that particular.
Okay.
You can maintain separate notes or anything
True, true, true.
about that. Like just write the main concepts and all, like what the subject all is about, and you can write a major concepts relating to each and every subject. So if you maintain a particular note for that, that would be like much helpful, especially when you prepare for interviews and all. So that's how like it would help you in your interviews also, like if you follow these kind
True,
of
true, true.
procedures.
I guess this advice will be really helpful because you splitted it into round by round and you told what is exactly required. Obviously,
uh,
we do our PG degree to kind of shift our career or to kind of, upskill our position in the company. So placement plays a
True.
major role, and I think your advice will be very
Very,
helpful for them.
very
So
important. Yes,
I hope
yes.
you had a good time. There were a few questions for you to remember
Sure,
and
sure,
cherish, and few for,
sure,
others are going to come in future.
sure. I hope everyone finds it useful, Praveen.
It should, like, we might really not know who will get benefited out of it. So it's like, I can say it's
Mm-hmm.
our duty to do this. What knowledge we have, we are
Sure.
sharing it.
It's really,
At some point,
really a good thing, Praveen. Like I really appreciate it, like, because it really helps a lot of people. Like I
true,
really
true.
appreciate your work.
So we hope at some point of time someone gets benefited out of it. Thanks, Edwin. Thanks for
Sure.
your time.
Sure, Praveen. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me in this interview.
Yeah,
Thank you. I really had a
sure.
great experience.
Yeah. And my best wishes.